Okay.
I'm Karl Domm, and I'm here with my daughter, Avery.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to the Real P&L trading show, where every week I show you my real accounts, each one tied to a very specific trading system, so you can see exactly how every strategy performs in real time. I answer all your questions live, and I trade my safe wheel system right here on the stream, so you can actually learn by watching me trade it. Now, when you hear me talk about the safe wheel or the AMP 122 or the PL5 or the earnings edge, here's how they all fit together. So the safe wheel, this is for anyone who wants to understand what the AMP, the all market profit style strategy, is in the most simplest form. It shows the core principles: be systematic, be hedged, and protect your capital. The AMP 122 book, that's the book here. This teaches the actual framework behind all my systems. Always be hedged, always non-directional, always be rules-based. And this is a blueprint everything is built on, the all market profits framework. And the PL5 or the PL5 Pro, this is the professional, fully developed version of that framework. It's the advanced rules-based system for traders with meaningful capital who want consistent risk-adjusted returns with lower drawdowns. And currently right now, I'm challenging myself to take out 10% of the account per year and have the actual balance maintain or grow while after I'm taking the money out. And finally, we have the earnings edge. It follows the AMP framework, just applied in a faster earnings focused way that uses discounted options for controlled leverage. So also be sure to post any questions you might have in the comments, because we're on a slight delay and sometimes I'll end the broadcast without answering your questions, and I don't want to do that. All right, let's talk about, where are we now? Trade wars, right?
Yes. As you can see, I'm wearing a crown. I went to the medieval times thing over the weekend, and I bought some merch.
Or do you just want to wear that crown because you're outperforming me?
Yes, but I don't know if I'm outperforming you technically.
Well, you are, because we started on May 26th is when we started the challenge. So since then, you're vastly outperforming me. Well,
Right.
let me get into this real quick here. Last week, what did we trade? We traded NOW. And I remember we talked about it last week where we were down, but I was able to get out at break even. And then we also traded Microsoft, and I was able to get out for $1,617 profit. Are you?
So
what are you
I'm
doing with
still
Microsoft?
in the Microsoft. I'm literally at break even right now. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to get more than 20%, and I couldn't do that last week. So we'll see what happens. And then for the now trade, actually, I averaged in while the position was down. So luckily, I was able to get out for a decent price, but I still broke even. I think I only made about $20 on that trade. So yeah, I got lucky there. I took a chance, I averaged down, and I was able to get out at break even because of that. So
yeah, and so you're just basically trading subjectively based on what you know, your experience.
yes.
Where I have like just 100% black and white rules that I follow. Okay.
Yes, still in the Microsoft trade, hoping I can make some decent money from it, but I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll be reassessing this position here after the call, and maybe I get out for break even. We'll see.
And so my record here, since we updated to the 3.0, is 33 wins, 7 losses, 4 break evens, for the win-loss rate of over 82%. My average win is at $1,234. My average loss is $811. So I have way fewer losses, and my losses are lower. We can talk about 2022 real quick and talk about the track record. Did 63%, market was down 20. 2023, 17%, market was up 24. 2024 is down 36%, realized I needed to make a change. The market was up 23. Made the change to the 3.0, did 321%, obviously a pretty good change. And the market did 16% last year. What is SPY trading at right now? So I can put it in here. 744.76. Yeah.
Oh, another thing too, that software that we have, that has been making my life so much easier.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right about now after we get our P&L. What's your new NetLick number in your account? Our
Okay,
latest?
7,353.77 if you want to add that.
353.77. Let's see what mine is. 36,613. No, 38,613. 38,613. Okay. So you're up 47% since May 26th. I mean, you're doing much better than I am. Since May 26th.
That's
but
what, 2 months now?
2 months? Yeah. So and me, I am up 51% this year. The market's up 9.2.
Oh, should I give you my crown? Since you're up?
No, because since May 26th. Okay, so my son put together a software called EdgeRank. Let me bring that. Let's see if I can grab that over here. And what it is it ranks us in here, and you can see his account, your account.
Oh, but it's on the previous day close, huh?
This is based on yesterday's close. What this does is it brings in it ties it up to the broker, and then so it gets your net liquidation and it updates it every day into here. So since we started doing the thing on what was the day, May 26th. So since May 26th, I'm up 17.39%. So you're really, you can hold the crown over there. Robbie's doing pretty well. You're doing well. You guys are doing pretty much the same. Also, it has a dashboard here, which will show your individual accounts and what's in there. But if you're interested in this, he has it available for free. You can just use the dashboard where it'll give you all these numbers here. And then if you want to be on the leaderboard, then you tell it, yeah, I want to be on the leaderboard. There's a few other people in here, but they decided not to be on the leaderboard, but they can still track their dashboard, and it gives them a nice equity curve. It tells them their daily P&L, gives you your time-weighted return. So if you're taking money in and out of the account, it'll tell you what you're up.
Where's that $40,000 value?
This is the Interactive Brokers account.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this is not the same account. This is the account.
So that's the PL5 ES.
Yeah.
S&P 500 variant.
Yeah, and this is the account we just talked about.
Okay, and that's the Earnings Edge.
Earnings Edge account. Yeah. So this is live verified results. So if you're interested in this, there's a link in the description. You just go to edge-rank.com right here, and you can just get a free account in here. He's letting people in there for free.
Yeah.
But
and then there's also another software that will be rolling out soon that for the Safe Wheel and the Earnings Edge, where you can just, of a click of a button, get our a list of tickers you can trade. So that's what I was saying earlier, making my life extremely easier, our life extremely easier.
Yeah, we're still working on that, but we're hoping we're getting closer. Okay, so that's the Earnings Edge, and you can see how we're doing. The Edge rank will tell you how we're doing since May 26th. So you're vastly outperforming me since then, but I'm fine with these results. 50%, 51% on the year. Okay, let's go into our next account, which is the PL5 Pro 3.0. I started this account on June 1st, 2025 with about 405, 406,000. By the end of the year, I was up to 470. So I was up 16%. The market was up also 16%. So I started this year with about 470,000. And my current balance, well, if I didn't take out $25,000, it would be 419, 519. But I'll get to that. But so I've taken out $25,000 so far. So I'm going to treat it like a $500,000 account and see if I can take out $50,000 a year out of it and see, that it also grows on top of taking money out. That's the advantage of having lower drawdowns, because if you have high drawdowns, you cannot take money out of accounts, right? If you have a lot of volatility in that account, it's very difficult to take money out because you're going to end up having to take money out at a bad time, and it's really going to affect you negatively. So the advantage here is that we have low drawdowns, therefore we can take money out of the account. So far, this is the challenge that I'm giving myself. But let's see what the actual net liquidation is on this account. So let me go to that account. It's the 527 net lick, 495, 586. Oh, it's pretty much the same as last week, 495, 586. Okay. So you can see so far this year, this particular system, the PL5 Pro 3.0, is up 10.32. The market's up 9.22. Here's the thing, though. I get about half the drawdowns of the S&P 500. So on a risk-adjusted basis, I'm doing much better. And you can see overall, since June 1st, we're pretty even, 27% on both.
The PL5 Pro has been doing amazing this year, I must say.
It's doing pretty well, about the same as the market. But see, when the market goes flat or goes down, that's when we start really outperforming. But the key here is I only had about a 1.4% drawdown this year, when the market's been down 8%. And I've been able to keep up with the market, or actually outperform it by a little bit. All right, now we can talk about the PL5 S&P 500 variant. And I'll bring over it's 40,244 in my IB account, 40,244. So I'll look down for a little bit from last week. So on this one, I started on July 16, 2024. So the middle of 2024 with $30,000. And I did 10.2% throughout the rest of that year. The market was up about 4%. And then 2025 did 11.92. The market was up 16.35. So far this year, I'm up 8.75. The market's up 9.22, fairly close. So you can see since July 16, 2024, I'm up 34%. Market's up 32. And these will draw down together. So if the S&P draws down 8%, I probably have drawn down approximately 8% also on this system. But what's good about this is it's tied to the S&P. So when the S&P goes up, this will go up with it. So that's kind of the advantage here. But you can obviously see how much money I have allocated to my accounts, and that gives you a good idea about which system I like the most, or which one I have the most confidence in, and which one has the most money in. This one right here. This is the one I like. All right, let's talk about the safe wheel. The results: 2022 did 21%, market was down 20. 2023 up 5%, market was up 24. 2024 is down 14%, market was up 23. 2025 up 5.5%, market was up 16. So underperforming some of those time frames there, but in 2026 up 20% so far, and the market's up 9. Let's see what I'm actually up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's doing really well. I can't complain. Let's see, 6946. 6946. That's about the same as last week. Still up over 20% this year to date with the safe wheel. So safe wheel's doing quite well. Market's up 9.22. So on a risk adjusted basis, overall 38% versus 56%. Risk adjusted, because I get about half the drawdowns, you can double this number. So I'm outperforming on a risk-adjusted basis, underperforming nominally since 2022. But 2026, another really good year. We'll see how that ends. Next, I'm going to actually trade the safe wheel, right? So let's go to that account. I believe I'm already on that account. Yeah. So
What do you got going on today with this toast?
So it doesn't look like I own any shares. So I sold a put last week and I did not get assigned. So the next thing I want to do is make sure that my hedges are properly in place. I bought my call here for 5 cents and it's not even worth anything already. But I still have that as a hedge. Now let's talk about this one. I have 3 questions with this one. This put hedge. Number 1, do I own 200 shares? Because if I do, I want to see if it's paid off, but I don't own 200 shares, so that's no. Number 2, is it under 100 days? No. And number 3, is it close enough to strike price, close enough to the actual price? So the actual
I mean, you
price,
just rolled this guy last week, so it should be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's close enough. Let's just take a look. So it's 24 divided by what? 29.84. And I want to be within 70%, and it is 80%. So
Nice.
Well, close enough. All right, so the hedges are good. Now I'm just going to run the traditional wheel. Don't own any shares, so I'm not going to write a covered call. Looks like I'm going to sell a put. And I'm going to do that in the nearest expiration. So let's go here, nearest expiration 4 days. And I'm going to go to puts. And I want to get at least 30 cents. Here I can get 30 cents here at the $29 level. I'm going to go one closer to the money so I can get a little more premium. And I'm going to sell one of these. Let's see what the bid price is. 51. Maybe I can get $52. I'm going to sell one of these because I have between $5,000 and $10,000 in the account. And that's the sizing. Okay, so I'm going to sell one put. And it didn't go through. Okay. Oh, now it's 48. Dropped on me.
Did you just move it up? Oh, no, you moved it down. While we're waiting for that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, you guys are so awesome. There was 49 likes on the last video. If we can outpace that this time on the likes, that would be so cool. So everyone like this video. If you're watching, hit the like button. Let's try to outpace that 49 likes. Let's get 50 this time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. Also, you're seeing me trade this safe wheel, but if you're interested in it, we have the whole course available for free. It has a flow chart and everything. There's a link in the description. I'm going to look at the comments here, and let's get into the comments and questions. And the first comment is from Shovel, and he said he's first, so he is actually first.
Nice.
He did it. Kevin, good morning. And then Shovel comes in third and says that he's first again. And then David says, good morning, Avery.
Hello, David. Good morning, good morning.
And Kevin says, you can hear me okay? Yes, great. Thanks. Let's see, Barry is coming in from Australia. Fred, good morning. BBY, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. How you doing?
If you're new, comment in here that you're new.
Yeah, Music Bar, good morning.
Because I'm seeing people that are new, so let us know in the comments.
David says, you just said the earnings edge uses discounted options. Please explain where the discounted part comes in. I'm actually going to be releasing a video this Thursday that's going to go over that in really good detail, something that I haven't ever talked about in public before. So that would probably be the best way to get to it. But basically, you can get options that hold their value longer if you do it in a certain way. There's certain that they don't really follow the normal rules of options and depreciate like normal options. And yeah, check out my video coming out on Thursday and I'll get into details on that. Shovel says NOW was a loser. Yeah, I got out for break even. Some people got out for break even. Some people probably, like you
Look,
said, didn't make money.
I averaged down. I averaged in, and if I didn't do that, I probably would have gotten out for a loss as well. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
BVY says
Thank you.
looking lovely.
Thank you, Bea. That's my friend Bea.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Less is more. I don't really.
Long live the queen.
You can say
Look,
that.
this crown was $60. I'm gonna wear it.
You were into the moment over there. Mo, good morning. How you doing?
Hello.
Let's see. Golan says I took Qualcomm for the earnings edge trade last Monday, and on Thursday before the market closed, I exited for a 3% profit. If I had waited for Friday, as Karl says, it would have been a 40% profit.
Wow.
So if you followed the rules, well, those are the rules that I do. I don't know, Avery probably would have made that 40% also.
I saw someone actually was in what was it, that trade that made like 300% because they had the worst trading year since like 19 whatever. What was it? IBM? Was it IBM?
I'm not sure. IBM had a bad.
And if you had puts on IBM.
Oh, so IBM dropped significantly recently?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't pay too much attention to that. Let's see. Global, I think the software also adds money you add in. So, okay. If you're talking about edge rank, yeah. So you can add and subtract money out and it'll still give you your time weighted return. It'll give you your return that you get regardless of how much you add or subtract.
Which is important, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just be adding funds in there and
then showing your equity curve. It's really your account curve, not your equity curve. I've seen instructors on YouTube do that. They add money to their account and they show you their account curve and call it their equity curve. No. Let's see, music bar. Is there a recommendation for the safe wheel? I've tried to find some stocks, and the spread is the deal breaker for virtually all the stocks that I've found. I have gathered some stocks here. Let's take a quick look. Somewhere around $30.
I know we could, if you want to give a little thing for the software, a little sneak peek, we can run that thing too. That should be showing some accurate.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do that, but why, you have it in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell me what you got on there.
I actually, one stock here passes all 6 filters, and it's looking like PFE.
Pfizer?
Yes. So that's
safe wheel. Okay. I'm just looking through here. Yeah,
and you don't have any filter that filters out like healthcare stocks the way that the earnings edge does. Let's see, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe PFE then. I don't even think I have it in here. Oh, here it is.
Oh, so it's already in your watch list. Nice. Okay.
It might be coming into earnings, but okay.
No, if it passes this filter here on this software, it's good.
Yeah. Shovel says T, which probably would be fine, but it's close to $20, so it's probably going to be out of range. It could just drop a little bit and be out of range right away, because I like to keep staying the stocks between $20 and $40. That's why I like to pick something that's around $30. I mean, why not get into Toast right now? I mean, Toast seems like it's a good one. and it's right at $30. So you could start the whole thing over.
Yep.
In fact, look at this. You could probably come in right where I'm at with this particular put hedge. But, I can't recommend for you to do anything. I'm just going to tell you what I do, and you can learn from what I'm doing.
No, oh yeah, it looks like Toast is coming up with their earnings.
Oh, is it coming up on earnings? Okay, so that
Yeah.
kind of takes it a little bit out of the mix because that gives you, it forces you to kind of overpay for this put, which really is kind of not too bad. I wouldn't,
I
I
mean, the
wouldn't pass this
expiration
up.
is kind of far out there. It's
Yeah. So because it's far out there, because of the weighted, uh, because of how far it is away, it's probably not as influenced by the earnings coming up. Okay. Let's see, question here. Michael Jackson. The safe wheel. What do you do if there's no market and you can't buy a call for 6 cents or less? Oh, I'll pay more.
that
You know,
has happened before.
yeah, it's probably when something's coming into earnings. Sometimes you can't get them, and I'll pay more than that. I'll pay 5, 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, whatever I got to do. Mow the lawn barber. He says I'm very new. How you doing?
If you're new here, hit the like button. If you're not new, also hit the like button.
Etha says, how can a person sign up for the PL5 study? Well, the best thing to do is just hit the link in the description and get on the wait list. And then when I open up the cart back up again, um, I'll let you know about it. You just want to make sure you're on that wait list or on my email list.
Yes.
Currently, the cart's closed, though, for that. Okay, Music Bars thanking Shovel for looking at tea.
Oh yeah. Wait, so that was kind of a good question though. So, the spread.
Oh, they're like 0.3. That's fine. I mean, we try to make it as tight as possible, but 0.03, I would trade that.
Yeah.
And Michael Strauss says IBM, so they
Yeah.
must be
Yeah.
down pretty big.
No,
I don't
someone
know.
made 300%
IBM.
off IBM last week, and I think it was their first trade on the earnings edge.
Oh,
So
they
it was
traded IBM? Oh, wow. They probably did really well.
like a beginner's luck type of deal
Oh, my
there.
goodness. They probably made a killing. Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
simulated their trade in Option Net Explorer, and I
That's
was
a
like,
big
wow,
opportunity missed. Oh, my goodness. I mean, that thing could have
just incredible. That was
probably doubled the account.
crazy.
Okay.
He only did one tranche, and he made almost $4,000. It was like $3,000 off of that trade.
Oh my goodness. Where were you on that one?
I didn't take it IBM. I don't know, man. We could have. It passed through all the filters, I believe, or most of them. So
Okay, updates training. I'm new to Earnings Edge. With the now trade, why would Carl achieve break even? Others have a loss. Well, I watch mine like a hawk, and I was able to. I actually was. What I did with that one is I put in a little GTC right there at the break even, and that's not a
oh
bad
yeah,
idea
that's a
sometimes
good point.
because some people, they didn't put in a GTC there. So, but normally when we get somewhere, like let's say it traded for $10, normally it's going to be $10 or even $10 or higher, $10.30, $10.50. It's going to keep going higher and higher. But this particular one hit this peak and then came right back down, which is pretty rare. But that's what happened with now when I got out of it. But a lot of people still were able to get out at break even.
Yeah, and you got out pretty early too. Like when the market opened, I was not awake at that time. So I saw your alert maybe 2 hours later, and I was like, oh man, what's going on with my trade? And luckily, I was still able to get out at break even because I averaged in the day before. So that was kind of from my experience, just adding on, and then it recovered. So I was able to actually get out for break even on that one. So
Yeah. Gobel says Toast is coming in. They must be coming into earnings. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. On the 4th, in a couple weeks. Okay. Barry Reynolds, PFE pays a dividend. Does that have any additional risk for the safe whale?
no, I
No,
wouldn't
it
think
hasn't
so.
provided any kind of
I
risk.
would think that's kind of a benefit, I would think.
If you own the shares, you could possibly own the
Yeah.
shares by that time and collect that dividend. He says the dividend is on 7/24 in 4 days. Okay.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, look at Toast and show which option you would choose. I thought I did that today already. I would have gotten the 29.50 put, right?
Yeah.
David says the safe wheel and earnings. Do you wait for the week after earnings to enter a new position, or at least a few weeks before? Yeah, it's a couple weeks before or after if you're going to start brand new. If you're going to start a brand new position. This is more says IBM's drop was the worst day since 1961 and one of the best days ever for the earnings edge. So true.
Right.
We missed that one.
At least someone else got into that. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Mo for the safe wheel. When buy the call above, not sure why to do this. I understand the 3 hedges, but why buy the call? Because if let's just say that Toast gets some type of takeover, right now it's trading at $30. Let's say it jumps up to $45. What happens to my put here? I lose all the value of this put hedged. All of this money is gone. But if I have this little $5 call, I come out ahead, right? So it's for the upside. It's an upside hedge, this little $5 call. It costs
Yeah.
$5 a week.
You
It's
know,
not that big.
sometimes that call is worth a couple $100 by the end of the week. So
Yeah, we've cashed it out for $100, $200 before. Okay. On the call, Michael Jackson. I'm not sure.
yeah, and I think we just explained.
Oh, which option would I choose on the call? I'll choose the one that's worth $5. I'll pay $6. I'll try not to pay more than $6. So which one? Okay, so you're probably asking me which one is that? Let's see.
And you do this on Friday, so
okay, yeah. So probably it's going to be the 20. These are the puts. Hold on, let me get over here.
It wouldn't be in the money.
Probably it's going to be this one here, the 33, because it's probably going to go for about 4 or 5 cents right here. That'd probably be the call that I would buy. Okay.
Yeah. And you could buy it on Monday too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because when you do it on Friday, you're paying for that weekend risk, so it's gonna be a little more.
Yeah, you want to do it on Friday in case the weekend something happens. Barry says, last question: do you review IV when trading the safe wheel? No, I don't. That's not part of any of the filters in there.
Well, the IV would technically be a factor for the earnings
edge. We kind of look at it, but for
no, I mean the earnings, because you don't want to overpay for the put hedge, but it's not necessarily like a filter per se. It's just yeah.
Yeah, I don't look at that specific variable.
Yeah.
Thinking about the safe wheel. Okay, let's see if I have any other questions here. I don't think I see anything. All right. So, oh wait, here's one question or comment. What is better for a newbie to start with, the earnings edge or the safe wheel? Avery, what do you think?
I would. I'm sorry, I don't trade the safe wheel. I think it's a little too slow for me. Um, I definitely like excitement, and the earnings edge gives you that for sure. And the returns are a lot. Um, the stakes are higher with the earnings edge, right? So you could lose a lot more money with it than the safe will. Um, but you grow your account really quick with the earnings edge. The safe will is kind of more like a slow burn type of strategy, I'd say. I think someone's compared the safe will to fishing before, and I think that's a really good analogy. I don't like to fish, so I would say the earnings edge for sure.
Yeah, and Q agrees with that. I would say if you have a lot of capital, what's a lot of capital? I guess over 125,000, over 100,000. I would lean towards the safe wheel and then lean towards the PL5 Pro. That's where I would be leaning. And the safe wheel and the PL5 Pro have a lot of similarities. Um, as opposed to the earnings edge is kind of out there on its own. And if you have a smaller account and you want to try to grow that smaller account into a larger account with more risk, than the earnings edge. But if you already have some good capital already saved up, I would focus more on the safe wheel and then edge my way into get my way into the PL5 Pro.
Yeah.
But if you have
And
lesser capital, the earnings edge would be the way to go.
And you know what? That's a good point because I'm trying to grow my account to a point where I can actually trade the wheel because I want my goal is to live off of dividends, right? So I might use some type of safe wheel variant there to get into my stocks eventually, but I don't have enough capital right now to buy stocks.
Yeah,
Stocks are expensive.
Mo says he has 23. If I had 23, I would get my account. I would do my best to get my account to about 45,000, right? And then I would take 40,000 and I would trade the PL5 Pro with it. And I would take 5,000 and I would continue to trade the earnings edge with it. That's what I would do. That would be my goal. That's how I would trade. Now, as far as trading the safe wheel, you can trade that. I would maybe trade just one tranche just to understand how it works, because then once you get that frame of mind working, how to run the AMP system, then it's really going to help you a lot when you jump over to the PL5 Pro, because
Yeah.
it's kind of similar to that, right? It's got the rules-based thing going on.
I wouldn't say they're similar,
45,000.
but the mindset, what is the word I'm looking for? Always be hedged type of thing. Yeah, for sure.
Systematic, hedged, collecting premium.
Uh-huh.
Right. So it has the same principles going on as the PL5 Pro.
Yeah. The PL5 is something you definitely would trade when you have a lot of capital just sitting around, right? Compared to, the earnings edge, where you can't really leverage it as much because of the margin difference. But yeah, PL5 is definitely a level 5 strategy. So
okay. So NQ says, so one tranche per 5,000. Yes, for the safe wheel. Yes. Between 5 and 10. Once you get beyond 10,000, say you're between 10 and 15, then you would change your tranche size. But yeah, one tranche. So 1 and 3 put hedges for a $5,000. Yes. Allocation.
And I've been getting a lot of questions too about like sizing, because everyone's always like, well, why do you pick a stock that's between, what is it, like $20 and $40? That's a sizing thing. So if you have more capital, technically you could pick a stock that has a higher price. It's all about your assignment risk, right? So you don't want to be getting assigned a stock that's worth more than your account balance. Like, so it's all comes down to sizing at the end of the day for the safe wheel, how much capital you're playing with. and what the underlying price is has to do with your taking assignment. So bear that in mind as well.
And he's asking if 5,000 is too conservative. No, I think that's a good number there. Music Bar says, is there an earnings play this week in Earnings Edge? I don't know. I don't look at it until later. So I can't answer that. I don't know the answer. And Q says he says that there isn't. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked at it yet.
I hope there is. I'm going to be super bored this week.
Mo, the lawn bar. Safe wheel is the one I think I understand the most because the conventional wheel, right? So if you already understand the conventional wheel, you'll get the safe wheel. So that's where your comfort level is. Yeah, well, that's where your comfort level is, and yeah, that's definitely a good place to go. SCHD is a great ETF for dividends. Yes. Good. Thanks for that, Casey. And
hello,
Xerox World, Xeris World. Hello from Germany. I'm here also for the first time. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end the live stream here. Avery, any final words?
Nope, just we're trying to beat last week's video, which got 49 likes. So if you're hearing this right now, hit the like button.
Okay.
It looks like we have a couple questions.
Yeah, we do have a couple more questions. Huh? Okay, I have a question. Is how to read the alerts for the Earnings Edge. So Avery, we have circle.
So if you're in the community, you should be able to see the alerts there. Definitely turn on the notifications. There's a way to do it. It has the instructions in the alert space. And all you really do is, if you read the alerts, you can just copy it. And what I would say is, if you have a price that is significantly different than the entry price that you got, Dad, then there's probably something wrong with the way you built the trade. It shouldn't be that different. It should not be that different. It shouldn't be more or less off by $1, okay? So that's kind of one way to verify, hey, did I set this up correctly? It should be fairly similar to the entry price that you got, Dad. So that's one way of verifying, hey, I built this correctly. Obviously, there's other ways, but that mid price is going to be pretty telling. Yeah, so and that all has to do with Circle too. If you have any questions about how to set up, in the community and things like that, you can always email Avery. Yeah. Another question here. I have a question about how to read the alerts. Oh wait, did I just read that one? Yeah, you did. Okay. Will you post a new safe wheel trade in the members area? Well, the trade that I just made, I'm going to that'll be posted in the members area. So whatever trade I make live, that's what's posted there. And if you don't have access to the alert space for whatever reason, just let me know. I'll put you in there. It's all free. Just in the link in the description, you should be able to get access to that. For the safe wheel. Yeah. For the safe wheel, yeah. Yeah. Mo, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Next question, Casey. What makes a safe wheel safe compared to the traditional wheel? Because I own hedges, right? I own a hedge on the downside and I own a hedge on the upside, which makes it it's a lot safer. It doesn't give you the higher returns, but it also doesn't give you the higher drawdowns too. So, yeah. Okay. David, I had to go. Thanks for the updates. Thanks for hanging out for a minute. Okay, we're going to go ahead and end it here. One thing I always like to say in parting, if the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? All right, we'll be back next week. I appreciate you guys. See you guys.